Lisa Says Gah says they're anti-fast fashion and ethical. Import records say that they may be coming from the same factories as Fashion Nova and Lulu's. I went diving to try and figure out where Lisa Says Gah is being made, because although they state on their website that they're predominantly made in California, I randomly went through 60 of their products and I could only find 4 that stated made in California. The rest of them simply stated imported, which, you know, is just a lot of information for a brand that is super sustainable and ethical. Oddly, I had to go to Revolve to try and find more information. And surprisingly, it did actually work because Revolve discloses the country of origin. And all of the Lisa Says Gah pieces that I could find on Revolve were made in China. So I went to Lisa Says Gah's list of factories that they disclose. But I could only find one factory that was in China, and it makes belts and shoes, which left me kind of confused. I have a feeling they may not be disclosing everything. So obviously it's time to head to the import records. If you look how their name pops up in cargo descriptions, it's really interesting, because you'll almost always find it next to Fashion Nova, Lulu's, Akira, No Vacancy, and Altered State. All brands known for their renowned ethics and sustainability practices. And while some of the names of the shipments are going to be covered with like logistics companies, there are a few garment factories that you can see. I was able to find like 4 garment factories where they may have originated from. I was really only able to find more information about one, and that is because they do have an Alibaba page. And while I was browsing the page, I really didn't see any information about ethics or sustainability, but you know what I did see? The numbers that they put out and how much money they make. And I also saw that they disclose making clothes for Lulu's, Fashion Nova, Akira, and the notified parties or the co-signees. They seem to only be working on like importing or doing logistics for this type of clothing, and it's always these brands. Also could be possible that Lisa Says Gah is working with a factory that is near these factories and that maybe their orders are being consolidated into the shipment. But I still have like a lot of questions, because a brand that is positioning themselves as like ethical, anti-fast fashion, and you know, a supply chain that is like more close to home or predominantly close to home, one would think that things would be a bit more updated and like transparent, consistent, you know?